Welcome back to Players' Championship number 5 and an anticipated final between Gian van Veen, the 16 seed, up against Joe Cullen, who is seeded 30 for this particular event. Van Veen ended the 19-match unbeaten run of Luke Littler in the semi-final, just edging him out 7-6, and Cullen got the better of Grand Prix champion Mike De Decker 7-5. But more to that story, as myself and Rod Studd will touch on throughout this match, because it
Gian to throw
wasn't as plain sailing as the 7-5 suggests, Rod.
No, I mean, at one point, De Decker was on the brink of opening up a 6-4 advantage, wasn't it? And he missed half a dozen darts at double twist to go 6-4. And at that point, well, Cullen would have been at the point of no return. As it was, he somehow won that leg, went 5-all, sorry, and then went 6-5, 7-5 to wrap it up.
Yeah, produced a sequence of 2 visits of 1-7-7.
Second dart wins, Gian to throw first,
7-1, but it's Gian van Veen who will have the honour in this match. And remember, we again go up a leg in terms of how many you need to win.
100.
6 in the early rounds, needed 7 in the semi-finals. In the final, you need to find 8.
140.
Joe Cullen looking for his first Players' Championship win since the 12th of February 2022 in Wigan, where he beat Damon Hester. It's been a long time in between drinks.
Sure
It'll
has.
be 3 years, won't it? Just
100.
3 years and a month.
Van Veen just looking for his first senior PDC title.
Indeed, multiple winner on the development and challenge tours. But this, a step up of
180.
level. Runner-up in the World Youth Final 23. Winner of the World Youth against Jurgen van der Velde in 24.
105.
So a multiple title winner, but not at this level.
Yeah, and it really is a
game shot,
a step up, and that is an 11 dart leg from Joe Cullen, and of course the vastly more experienced player of the two. But this could come down to stamina, desire,
40.
focus, just plain old timing, and a little bit of good fortune thrown in there in terms of
59.
Someone missing an opportunity. This is our 7th official meeting, and it's, well, 3 apiece. Couldn't be any closer. But Van Veen has lost his last 2 meetings. One of them in Players' Championship 1 in the last 16, and it was 6-5 to Joe Cullen. 6-3 in a European Tour event.
180.
In April of last year, he is absolutely on fire here. 180 in leg 1, 180 in leg 2. Forcing
162
special things from Van Veen just to leave a finish.
Well, you mentioned Players' Championship 1, Chris. Joe Cullen reached the final
58.
that afternoon and evening in Wigan. He lost 8-3 to Rob Cross, and then also in the winner's circle on the Pro Tour this year, Gellerman Price, Chris Dobie and Ryan Searle.
Well, very much starting the trend that we had last year, isn't it? Where it's just, wasn't there 15
game
Players' Championship, 15 different winners? I think that was a 15 dart leg.
100.
Actually, it was 14, wasn't it? 57-32.
140.
140 from Cullen. He has been outstanding in the scoring phase of this match so far. He's
60.
not giving Van Veen a sniff so far. He's in again. Is this another max?
140.
Back-to-back 140s on the Gian van Veen throw.
100.
Tons ain't gonna cut it, kid.
100.
Cullen, 120 points to the good on the Van Veen throw, but this is beautiful.
180.
That works.
Yeah, perfectly constructed maximum. Missed the big number, missed the 11 segment.
19.
head-scratching moment for the rock star.
Chase the treble, pays the price.
Game shot.
Oh, rewarded with the max by a hold of throw, taking out the 61.
140.
It's a bit flicky on dart too, but wow, the average is towering. 122 for Cullen
83.
as we enter leg 4.
And still, he keeps on coming at the treble 20.
100.
Now, it's all about winning this title, really. But, I mean, some people like to look at the way it affects rankings. So, Cullen here, if he wins, will go
60.
up above Schindler to world number 22, just behind De Decker. And Van Veen, if he were to win, would stay where he is, but get very close to Gurney. Van Veen 25th at the moment, 2 spots behind Cullen. So it'll cause a little bit of shifting in the rankings, perhaps.
140.
Well, all in vain though, Rod, because apparently that you can't get in the top 16 anymore because they're
all in vain or all in Van Veen. Well, really, sport is for competitors. It's all about winning, Chris, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, you're a competitor yourself. You play to win, you want to win, and everything else just comes with it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can't find the treble 19. 4 19s would have left tops, and Van Veen with 2 darts.
92.
Or 2-dart combination, should I say, to go 2-2 from 0-2.
Oh, he's going to have to go 25 ball here. He's just straight into the treble 1. Well, that's perfect for him.
Is it ever? Well, have a look at the bullseye here. 2-2. Nice little mini fight back from the big Dutchman.
Yeah, to see a missed dart add a double in the contest so far. 2 from 2 for both.
137.
Van Veen did very well against Littler in a similar scenario where he was just being made to chase. And he had, if you can handle Littler in that scenario, then you'll feel like you're capable of beating anybody. Let's not forget, he was on a 19-match unbeaten run, and that is a rarity nowadays.
53.
Well, to get to this stage, players have got to win 6 consecutive matches on the afternoon. And that tells you these are 2 on-song players
58.
today, because you don't win 6 matches at this level without playing well, Chris.
No, absolutely not. I mean, some of the numbers from Van Veen, just to get to this point, he beat Belmont with a 106, then he beat Greg Ridgey with a 101, then he beat Lipscomb with a 98, then he beat Dom Taylor
140
with a 98, and then he got the better of
game shot
MVG with a 108, and then defeated Littler incredibly with his lowest average of the day, 96.56. All irrelevant, as you rightly said earlier on, Rod, about getting that W.
Well, he's in the lead now, having won the last 3 legs of the match. So Joe Cullen with some work to
59.
do at this juncture in proceedings.
Yeah, 3 on the spin for Van Veen after an electric start from Cullen.
78. $100.
Just the ton. Is this another max?
180.
Normal service resumed for Cullen. That's a 3rd max in this match.
99.
Really has been quite the day. A couple of 9-darters hit, one from Littler, one from Anderson. We've seen
90.
Towering record-breaking averages. People, well, it's a regular thing now. People getting beat with monstrous
85.
averages. Very much the norm nowadays, Rod.
Littler averaging just shy of 123, didn't he?
Yeah. There was that shot we were
55.
talking about, Rod, the double-double on the 19s.
Well, Van Veen would have loved to end this visit on double 19, but he's not going to.
96.
Tops it is for Cullen to square it off.
Game shot.
No dramas.
He needed that because he just needed to stop the rot. He'd lost 3 on the spin. Still not a misstart, a double.
59.
Nope.
Remarkable. 6 legs in. 6 legs without a misstart. Had a double to win the leg. 180 number 4 for Joe Cullen.
Flowing beautifully.
92.
It's incredible how these matches now just really do go back and forth. Where years gone by, someone sort of
87.
establishes control. They used to tend to just reel them off. That's no good to him, of course, over the 60.
134.
His darts, you don't really see the angle that we know that they're well below horizontal to the floor. That's perfect. Yeah, just playing across the bed.
180.
Wow.
It's a perfect example of what Chris Mason was talking about there. And
99.
Joe Cullen can only watch as Van Veen eyes up double 18
Game
and
shot.
hits it to regain the lead 4-3. Halfway to the winning post now.
Yeah, 13 dart hold. Both players hitting the max in the leg. Are we going to get another?
140.
And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow from 1 o'clock here in Leicester for Players' Championship number 6 for more
97.
Arrows action.
Yep, we are back. PDC.TV from 1 p.m.
100.
Great value for money, you know.
Well,
Less than £1 a week and 4 stream
everyone
boards.
watching this afternoon's had good value.
Yeah.
Haven't they? I mean, let's have it right.
60.
Yeah, what can you get for about 90 odd p nowadays?
Well, there's been some tremendous stuff thrown by the world's
180.
elite darts players today. I'm sure there'll be more tomorrow.
140.
For 4 each here. Double 12.
Game shot.
So easy, isn't it?
Yeah. When he's absolutely on it and that throw is just flowing and he's, look at this, still no missed darts at doubles.
Just tell
60.
us how easy the game is, Chris, if you could. I mean, I'm watching this, it's easy, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing people
97.
don't really get, and the mechanics involved and the psychology involved with Michael Smith's exactly the same. As soon as there's one
100.
element of effort in that Michael Smith throw, it breaks down.
Yeah.
And Cullen's no different. You got to avoid sort of
150.
chasing the dragon. You can't do it. You just got to let your natural ability and feel flow through the arm, and
131.
this is the result.
Well,
And this is
a tremendous match. 4
This
each.
is just years and hours and hours and hours and hours of constantly
35.
perfecting that muscle memory and flow. Van Veen here, well, he's playing like a guy that will not be
134.
denied.
Well, he's left to finish, and Cullen is not on one currently, but he will be now.
140.
So Van Veen again, with Cullen breathing down his neck. Wants double 8 for a 2-dart combo, 14-dart finish.
Game shot.
9
So easy again.
from 9
Don't
on the
listen to
doubles.
Chris Mason. It's the easiest game in the world. Well, these two blokes are making it look so, but
59.
Yeah,
go and
this
throw a
is
dart at a board and see if you can hit a single 20. You'll realise how difficult it is. And they made the red bit look like the size of a railway
59.
sleeper, don't they? I mean, but
there's this
96.
new board out one of the manufacturers have created for the youngsters, and it's 3 times the size. I thought, watch out, watch me hit a 9 on this. I still couldn't hit one.
100.
Cullen chasing again, a leg behind at 5-4
40.
down.
But this time, his throw is under serious threat.
Remember, he's led 2-0 in this match at one point. It's not the ideal place in the treble that for Van Veen, but
98.
He was persisting.
yeah, he persisted and he couldn't find another treble to go with it. Still giving him a little bit of an advantage, hasn't it?
Yeah, 62 in front. Needs another treble to leave 167.
99.
So, any sort of combination, 180, 140. And he's in with a huge shout of getting
97.
The breaker throw that he doesn't need, but you don't get paid overtime in this sport.
No. Interesting passage,
123.
This. Because Cullen now has left 84, two-dart combination with a, even if he can't find a treble, a bullseye bid at the end of it, and Van Veen can't finish. So Cullen here with a chance.
83.
With a chance to go 5-5. Could be a bull shot here. Will be.
59.
That's the first double that's been missed, and it's the smallest double on the board. But more importantly, for Van Veen, an opportunity to open up some distance.
And two darts to do the damage with. Double 8.
Game shot.
There it is. That's a big body blow, and Cullen's reaction said as much. 6-4 to Van Veen.
No, the finishing's just pretty ordinary now, isn't it? 6 from 7, Rod. Bit disappointing, man.
Mediocre at best.
10 from 12 between them.
Well, here Van Veen has done what the Decker couldn't and hit the double to go 6-4 up. I know it's a slightly longer match, but nonetheless, the same principle applies, doesn't it?
Absolutely, giving
60.
you that. Well, loading your opponent with pressure for one.
Yes.
Knowing that any mistake now will be critical.
42.
Joe Cullen needs to get a break. Needs to get 2 breaks.
58.
Only 58. It was a poor turn from Van Veen, but not punished, and that gives you the mindset of, well, no matter what I do
100.
here, I am going to get the W. I would imagine, well, both
60.
popular players amongst the players. I don't think anybody would deny Gian Van Veen his first senior PDC
59.
title. He's left himself a finish, and, well, only a combination of either 3 big trebles or 2 big trebles in the ball, and,
180.
well, never in doubt, was it? I think that's 6 maxes for Cullen. He'd take a ton from here. He'd love a 140, of course.
140.
Stunning.
That will do.
Just shy of the treble.
52.
Yeah, nothing on cover. So double 10, 3 in hand. He has been super efficient on the outer ring. Will that continue?
He'll have to work his way in from there, and he does
Game
so.
shot.
And he goes 3 up with 4 to play. Gian Van Veen now on the brink of his biggest ever win. The 22-year-old
140.
Dutchman.
Well, the standard did drop off slightly towards the back end of this match. The last couple of legs, well, the last 3 have been won from Van
54.
Veen after Joe pegged him back. Leg 9 was won in 14 darts. Leg 10 and 11 won in 18 and
140.
17. Hence the slight drop off in the averages, but Joe Cullen showing all his class here.
140.
Back-to-back 140s.
180.
Wow, Joe Cullen striving to stay alive in this final here in Leicester.
96.
He's made of tough stuff.
For 7-5 or 5-7.
Game shot.
Joe Cullen cashes in on double 16. He's closed the gap to 2. He's got to win 3 on the trot. He had to win 4 on the trot.
That's his third 11 dart leg of this final.
60.
Well,
Only 60.
it's now mission improbable. It must have felt like mission impossible.
134.
Can he break here to make it mission highly unlikely?
Well, that mentality sort of shift when you go 7-4 down. You sort of think,
100.
oh well, it's been a good day, and then you just sort of switch off slightly, and that allows you to play with an element of freedom.
99.
And I think we've seen a real example of that in leg 12, where Joe produced 140, 140, 180, 9 double 16.
140.
But this is good from Van Veen. It's regrouped really well.
And the reality is, in darts, your opponent has to hit
39.
a match-winning double. You can't just run the clock down. Can't get the ball in the corner. Can't take his time over a throw. It doesn't work like that. He's got to hit a match-winning double, and that, the players will tell you, is the hardest double to hit, Chris Mason.
Absolutely. Certainly easier than punting it into Rosette.
180.
Beautiful dart to leave 49 to say to Gian Van Veen, you've got to hit it. And he will get a match dart. A double 16. Joe Cullen itching to pull the trigger on that 49. Van Veen for the match.
51.
Oh, so close. Thickness, literally the thickness of a wire away. Double 16 for Joe Cullen.
He's on a tightrope here. If he misses this, he topples off. Double 16.
Game shot.
Yes.
That is so good.
Top of the bed, top end of the bed. He saw the space he had to aim at and put it in there. Part of the bed was obscured.
One missed start for the match at double 16.
So now it is mission highly unlikely
59.
because he's only got to win 2 on the trot, 1 hold and 1 break. Van Veen's still favourite, but he's had 1 chance and he couldn't take it.
132.
Well, there's been a noticeable improvement in the mentality from Van Veen, because I've seen him in many a situation. Oh my goodness, where he's had opportunities, fluffed his lines, and then he's had that hangover. Where here he looks
59.
certainly a lot less deflated, and he's certainly not giving off that negativity that will empower your opponent.
47.
There's been a lot of close games in this Players' Championship number 5 at the Mattioli in Leicester, and this final is following the same pattern.
140.
That's a
To
wonderful
lead the big
140.
fish for the match.
That'd be some way to win your
My
first
word,
title.
would it ever? Shades of Nathan Aspinall at the UK Open.
134.
Yep.
Shades
Colin
of Colin
Lloyd at the
Lloyd
match
at the
play.
match play. Yes, Mace. Doesn't go.
96.
81, Joe Cullen. Just send it all the way. Oh my, 78 left.
Double. Oh,
24, double 12.
57.
That was to send the match into a last leg decider, and Van Veen now to win it. 8-6. He's missed 1 match start in the last leg. And again, this time at tops. He missed 1 at double 16. Can he hit tops?
54.
No, he cannot.
very tight on that last start. Really is feeling it.
Joe Cullen is feeling it. He's feeling the vibe. He's levelled the match. Joe Cullen was 7-4 down in this final. 7-4 became 7-5. 7-5 became 7-6. And 7-6 became 7-7.
140.
Van Veen has the darts in the decider.
Reminds me of a bit like Dobie, just needs them multiple chances to get over the line. He might not get them.
140.
Well, backs up the Van Veen 140 with one of his own. Absolute parity.
The age-old darting question that the philosophers debate. Which is the better to have? The
134.
darts and the throw, or the momentum? Which is better, Chris Mason?
I'll take the darts, thanks.
Yes.
83.
I'll have it in my hands.
Yes. I'm with you. But here it plays out in front of our very eyes
100.
as Van Veen, who squandered a 3-leg lead and missed 2 match darts, looking to put Joe Cullen away, who's looking for the most unlikely of fightbacks to claim this title, which would be his first
137.
for 3 years. But Van Veen, 127 in game, the ultimate 127 in game. Yes, it's on. For double 8.
111.
Oh, a 141, normally associated with the 9. This is bigger. Oh, he needed the 48 for 36.
74.
So now he's got 3 bites of the cherry, Rod.
Double 8 for his first win in the Players' Championships. Multiple winner in development tours and challenge tours. Won the World Youth. Can he win on the Pro Tour? On double 8. Double 4. Double 2.
14.
Well, that is 6 for the match in 3 separate legs, 4 in this one and 2 single dart bids in legs 13 and 14. Cullen for the match. Double
Inch on
eight,
the
Joe
match,
Cullen
Joe Cullen.
has produced an art of darting pickpocketry. Absolute burglary on the board there for Joe Cullen. He looked beaten multiple times in that matchup. Veen missed 6 match darts, 1 in leg 13, 1 in leg 14, 4 in leg 15, and Joe Cullen stepped in, and the Rockstar wins on the Pro Tour for the first time since February 2022.